Hi everyone, so this is a bad start to the video, but I don't really know, I kind of got stuck into a block of grass there, but this is actually one of two main worlds I have at the moment. I've got like 10 or 15 worlds on this account, on this version of Minecraft, but yeah, also got a cold and stuff. If I'm like out of breath, or I sound like all clogged up and stuff, and my nose is running, I've got a headache, I feel sick, my voice sounds weird, everything, it just, I had a horrible night's sleep last night, so I'm probably going to forget a lot of things in this video, because I was gonna say, this is actually the second time trying to actually record this video, because I actually rage quit before, about 2 or 3 hours ago, because I said that I was going to do the things on creative and survival. Because this is actually creative and survival world, but I don't really ever build anything on creative. I kind of just put a few items on the floor or whatever, and then just sort of, that's really it I do on creative, or fly around in my world. I don't really build buildings or stuff with it, or whatever, or clear a huge amount of area in creative. I don't really do that. But yeah, I don't really do anything on creative much, but the buildings that I'll be showing you here, I'll be telling you if I've done the things them on creative survival. There are a few custom biomes that I've done, which I've done, I think 1 or 2 I've done on creative. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, before, if I forget about about saying that if I did the buildings and stuff and the landmarks on creative survival, I'm sorry. I just can't think, but I'll probably be just listing them in the description anyways, just like the timestamps and stuff of what building I did in creative survival, and it'll be listed there in the description. I might just do that if I forget, but yeah. So first of all is this right here. This actually goes, I'm actually going to hop into creative this time, just so I can fly around and show you how long it is. This is about 300, 400 blocks over that way. It goes to the right, then forward again, then to the right, and I think it goes to like a savanna biome or something. This was completely in survival right here. Took me an insanely long amount of time, and I'll fly down this distance right here. I'll explain that in a minute. I'm just going to fly around in this distance right here. Actually, it's probably about 150 blocks, not 300 or 400 blocks. I kind of misjudged that, but yeah, about 150 to 200 blocks that way. Then to that way, it goes to the right and goes straight ahead. Now, as you can see, this is actually quite interesting. Where we come from over that way, right, where we just came, and then this minecart would stop here no matter what. And then if you wanted to get out and go on this corner area to this location, then you could. But if you wanted to just carry on, then you just break the minecart, put it on here, and just go carry on again. So I'm gonna go inside here, because basically all this is underground. So yeah, I built this underground. This took me about 3 days to hollow out, which was a very long time. Kind of did this sort of stairway thing over here and then down here, and then it's got stops in this area right here. Then you sort of get out, and then like this, as you can see, it sort of just goes into the mountains everywhere. Now, the longest time it took me, I think, at this entire project on just one thing was this. This took me about, what, 2 days just to do this, because I was doing like an hour or two a day or whatever. So it took me a good few hours. That's when I did this right here. I sort of built this like the walkway and pathway. I went all the way to here. I did all this, and then the gravel mine was right here. Just to let you know, I probably found about 120 stacks of gravel in just one vein, and I'm not even making that up. I've got about 4 double chests, just full of gravel from the gravel thing, from the gravel vein. It's insane. Now, just one gravel vein. I think what happened was because in savanna biomes and stuff, and similar biomes, like extreme hill biomes and stuff, they have extremely large gravel veins right here, which is right there in those biomes, and sometimes, in rare occasions, they can be extremely packed together and make it look like one absolutely astronomically large vein of stuff. Now these, I watched an IBX Toy Cat video about doing like /replace or something command, and I kind of did that with it on lava. I wanted to kind of flow the lava into the water and make it look cool. But I didn't do that. It just kind of made this weird pattern, which I then did it again, and then this happened again, and I kind of started to mine a few obsidian. So yeah, but I'm sort of leaving them as they are right there. I'm going to do the rest of this tour in creative, actually. So that's the first thing. The next thing is down here, which is this. I think this is roughly where I spawned, where that entrance was into this like area. Yeah, that's where I spawned, basically about that area. And then here right here I have an old thingy portal right here, like this. It's just like that. Don't know what I was doing there. I was like mining some sort of room out again. I think I was trying to make this room bigger. That was strip mined, as you can see. I found about like half a stack of diamonds in there or something. That was with not looting. What's it called? Fortune 5. I think I had a Fortune 5 pickaxe with what was it? Fortune 5 pickaxe with like efficiency or something, efficiency 5 or something, or efficiency 4. But this one. This was actually going to be an underground base, right? This was all I was going to really do, and I was sort of going to build my entire world underground. That didn't work out properly because it was it was a pain to try and dig everything out and stuff, and it didn't really look that nice. So what I just built a little house in here. Again, I thought this was going to be my house and stuff, and all the storage I needed in the world. I abandoned this one. By the way, there's a load of abandoned chests in this world that I just never really do. Like, if I leave like certain items in chests, right, where I forget where the items are, like certain items are stored in what sort of chest. All I do is I just sort of ignore those, forget about those items, and I sort of just go out and get some more of the same items, like collecting them. They sort of just build up and build up and build up, and I need to burn them. I just need to burn them. Here's my two very first houses. Oh shit! Oh shit! I need to do this in creative, guys. I need to fix this. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna search up brick. Brick. Here we go. Oh well, never mind. I forgot I was in creative. So excuse that. So here's like this sort of first room right here. There's some items in there as well. There's a load of items in there. I have absolutely no idea what's in the furnaces. I'm not going to show you because I want it to be left a mystery. Here's my slightly larger building. As you can see, it's about just under half the size of the first one. As you can see, this horrible, like it was going to be like skirting, like cobblestone skirting on the side of the house. It looked absolutely horrible, especially with the windows and stuff. It just looks really bad. All items, and it's just like I don't know what's in the furnaces and stuff, but so here we go. This is right here. I built on survival. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm creative, aren't I? Shit, I keep forgetting that. This one it says free starter house. Free starter house. It says the same thing. So I was gonna make that. I was actually gonna make this an online game, right? Like over. Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay. So I basically when people spawn here, they basically the first thing they see is these houses right here. It says free starter house. Because I'm pretty sure I spawned around about here. So I was basically spawn around here. So they basically see this sign first of all when they first spawn in the world. So that's cool. So what I did was like that. I did not make it an online game. I kind of didn't do that because I was told by a friend that it wasn't a really good idea. And my dad is calling me. Hold on. I'm gonna pause this video and I'll ring my dad back. So guys, I have literally just set up the camera again, which is really, it took me about 5 minutes to do that. I'm really annoyed, but here we go. So these starter houses that I was actually going to do as my the free starter houses for people who are going to join my online server, but it was just going to be for random people. But the rules were going to be, but I never really did the thing. Oh, they're that's cool. They're trade alarms. That's quite cool. They start to go. Oh, it's because the person is by a witch. That's quite funny. I thought that the ropes were stuck together. I was like, how did they manage that? But it must be some sort of glitch, but it's not. So yeah, when people were spawned in this world, I'd say no, like there'd be rules like no griefing or you'll be kicked. No, not kicked, and like kicked out the server. Not literally kicked. They'd be kicked out the server, and you would not be able to play on the server ever again. You'd be blocked. You'd be everything, and you have to ask permission, right, for certain land. So anything over one chunk of land, which is a 16 by 16 area. Any more land you wanted than that, then you'd have to ask permission by me. So, yeah, that was a bit of a weird rules, but that's what I did. So these are tiny houses right here. They're literally really small. They're like 3 blocks wide and stuff. They're like, well, there's 4 blocks wide, but that's because there's a wall in the way and stuff. And you can see there's 3 blocks wide in here. We have to actually move house again, right? And this is actually quite convenient, me saying this now, because this is literally the perfect opportunity to say that we're moving house, right? My mum looked at a house, right, that was in a place near here, which is about 5-10 miles away, and it was a 3-story house, right? Well, in fact, it might have been that. You could have called it a 4-story house because it was a 3-story house, right? So it was basically a house about this wide. It was teensy tiny. It was absolutely horrible, but yeah. So it was absolutely tiny. It was really narrow, but it did go back quite far. But then in that case, because of that, it had no garden. It basically had like a tiny little garden that was literally just a patch of gravel. It was horrible. And yeah, we're definitely not going to be renting that house. But yeah, but there was 3 stories high, but then there was also an additional roof as well, like the attic and stuff. And that attic had been converted into another room entirely. So it's basically a 4-story building. It's yeah, I'm not sure if you get any money worth for it, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so here's right here is my very first main house. I lived in this for about 2 months, maybe 3 months, as you can see. Loads of items that have been abandoned, and yeah. But yeah, I kind of just abandoned this area. It's my very first main house. Yeah. This was a weird diving board thing. I'm guessing it was a diving board. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but it kind of aligns up with the water. So I guess it was supposed to be a diving board, but I don't know. This was this was horrible right here. It took me such a long time to try and figure out how to build this building properly. Like, I don't know, it doesn't look that complex to you, but believe me, it just took so long just to do that. It was absolutely insane, right? Yeah, I don't know what was going through my mind when I was doing this. I might just basically demolish this building and just make a new patch of land for this. I don't really know. Here is my very first end flower farm, whatever you call that. This was where villagers were. I think all of them turned into those like zombie villager thingies, because I was on hard mode or normal mode or something, and that's what happened. This is actually a farm right here. I actually have another farm over here. I have quite a few farms, but these are the 2 main farms I have, I think, right here for food. Mainly these sorts of food. So, oh god. So yeah, that's it. This building right here, I might knock down this building. I'm not 100% sure, because this is basically going to be this is now an ore area, for ore and stuff to be smelted and stuff. I have bamboo. I'll explain that later if I get a chance to. I might have to make this video into 2 parts, and that they're probably going to, the bamboo situation is probably going to be the last things I'm going to be showing you in this sort of either video or series or whatever. I don't really know, so it might not be in this video at all. But this was actually originally for swords, and I'll explain that now in a minute, which is literally there. Now in a minute doesn't make sense, does it? But yeah, here was just I was using it for swords, right? To do gold swords. I think I still have swords here, like, because I'd never smelt my swords. I just fill up this entire wall and stuff with chests, and then I just like this, as you can see, and then also on the roof. And then what I do is every time I have the chest filled up with swords, I build a new floor of the building and then just carry on with it. So, is there any swords in here? Oh, there is swords in here as well. I know that I took all the swords out of the top floor, so there's no point showing. But yeah, I knew I think there might have been some in here, which I'm correct about that. So yeah, this building might be completely just done. It might be just completely redone. This was actually a cactus farm at one point, but I kind of just did that because I kept running into this little area right here. Go away. I was sort of running in this area right here to get around to this area right here, and what happened right there is I just kind of got pricked and lost health. This is my kelp farm area, as you can see. Nothing really much special, but it's an 8x8 area, which I get a lot of kelp from here, so it's quite a good farm. But I very rarely mine it though, because it grows so quickly, and I don't really need it that much. So yeah, but here is a building right here, which is just like a weird thing. I don't know how the hell I managed to build this. I literally built this in like 4 hours on survival. That's what I just can't believe it. But yeah, this is a rubbish area right here. It's horrible. Ladder here. It was an inconvenience to say the least, because I would literally never go to this side of the world, right? And yeah, I just never go to the side of the world. And every time I want to get my items in those chests, I'd have to go from all the way over there, which is my main area at the time, and then I just kind of want to go over there. It's really annoying. This area right here is I'm not sure if it's a 100 by 101 or 99 by 100, because it was supposed to be a 100 by 100 area, but I miscounted it for some reason, and it was a 2 by 3 area. I don't know, but yeah, that's what happened. So I also need to click my neck's hurting. Oh, did you hear that? My neck. But I've got neck problems recently, so that's why. So this right here is just like a thing. It is literally hollow inside. I'll show you. It is really bad. Like, this video is probably bad, but it's nowhere near as probably bad. It's probably nowhere near as bad as this building. As you can see, this is a horrible entrance, and also blue concrete. Blue concrete, stupid. Oh, I forgot I was in. I forgot I was in creative. I never mind. This right here was this supposed to be a bedrock? Not a bedrock, sorry, an obsidian wall, but I didn't know at the time because I was actually going to kill withers in here and get the wither stars and stuff, and whatever, and put them on display. Well, that's what I was going to do. End up miscalculating. I didn't know that obsidian couldn't actually contain the withers, and because of that, this is what happened. So yeah, I ended up destroying basically this entire area right here. Got some splits around the edge, but it looks cool like that. So I'm gonna leave that as it is. And this took me about 5 or 6 days, maybe even a week to complete. I was absolutely ages. It's polished granite or something, or is it andesite or granite or whatever you call it? I think it's granite. I'm not sure, but at the time it was one of my blocks that I used to haul a lot of, so that's why I wanted to build it out there, because that was the easier block to get hold of for me. Because every time I'd find whatever this name is, oh for God's sake, whatever that name is, granite. Whenever I'd find a granite vein in caves, I'd literally just go back home, right? Well, first I'd fill up my inventory with the granite and stuff, get all the useless items out, and then I'd just get all the granite and fill my inventory with it. If there's any more, I'd just go back to the house, go back like my house, which was over there at the time, and then I'd just empty all my granite out and stuff, and then get some shulker boxes, go back there again and do that entire cave. It took me absolutely ages just to do a little tiny area, but yeah. But mainly putting it together was basically the main hassle with that. But yeah, here's the thing that I was talking about here about the swords. I was having like a zombie pigman farm right here. Built this entire area of survival, but the only thing I did in creative was this here, which is spawner cages, which yeah, I think the rarest sword I've got, I think, is mending and smite. I think it is, or something like that. Mending and something else. So it's quite cool. This is actually my main house at the moment. It's underneath a tree farm. Basically, the roof of my house is basically a garden. if I can put it like that. Basically, this entire area is a tree farm right here on the top, and on the bottom is literally just this. And then this little stairway, because it's so hollow in the back, as you can see, I made it into like another hallway, like an inverted staircase for a bedrock room. I did this in creative, and then this here, which did in survival, which is absolutely amazing. It goes to the nether, which you don't really want to do anyways, because I'm not going to do that. And then in here is like my entire mining area. Believe me, it's a huge area. I kind of messed that area up with cobblestone and all that, so it's a bit messy. I'm not going to show you that now because I don't have enough time. This is the end area. I don't really have anything in the end to show you. In fact, I do. Hold on. I've got one thing or two things to show you in the end. So right here is just this horrible pathway of stone or whatever it is. Or to here. I've fallen off here countless times, by the way. Just to let you know that. Mainly when I would be jumping over here, I kind of jump and then mislead it and then sort of fall over. So yeah, that was going to actually be a chair, but I didn't do that. This was going to be an area where I was going to stare the enderman in the eye, run back, go here, and that's what I was going to do. The ender dragon, I think that's gone. And yeah, I actually got the ender egg off, which I'll tell you how I did that in a minute. But yeah, that's what I did. So there's also some spawner cages. I actually put these spawner cages up today. I think, was it today or yesterday? Either today or yesterday I put those spawner cages up. I think it was today though. So that's what I did in creative. Oh, okay. I forgot how to do that because yeah. So here's my main area right here where I sleep and all that. It's like I've made space. Actually, I made like space efficient mostly because I literally like have a chest underneath this table right here. This crafting table in the floor. The bed just sort of in a corner. It's quite cool. I've got all those different variations of melon that I know of, which I think is just the 3. And then there's like loads of things. This world's really laggy now. There's loads of items here, my banners right here, my photo, everything else. My brewing area, which I'm gonna say I very rarely use it. I basically only really get my potions off creative, and because it just takes too long to memorize and all that, the recipes. So yeah, there's items right here. I kind of just did that for a video actually, but I never got to upload it. these things right here, they are banners. Which every time I do a live stream or whatever, or every single day I'd go on the world, I would make a new banner, and I sort of gave that up after like a month or two, or maybe a few weeks, because I kind of got bored of it. This right here, I got this off Creative, completely off Creative. So this is like a new biome area, sort of farm. I wanted cookies. You know, you can't say no to cookies. Like if you want cookies, you have to do whatever you can to get them. That means going into Creative to get some of that stuff, whatever that is, like what the hell is that called for it. So yeah, I can't even speak today. Never mind. This is going to be gold. It wasn't originally going to be diamond things. To have about half a stack of blocks of diamonds in this world. I've got so many tools in here. I keep finding tools everywhere I go, and chests and absolutely everywhere. It's insane. But yeah, then this area here was going to be extended. In fact, it was going to be like the end of it was going to actually go over here, go across up here, cut into this forest, and then sort of have this like entire area with those armor stands, which was a stupid idea. But I realised I want this forest to be completely untouched. This is a beautiful forest. Apart from that little thing right here, which is actually a mob spawner, which you can see there's like one there, one there. I found all those three in like really close together. One there. There's like loads up there. There's like tons back there. There's loads of them. But I'm gonna show you this one mob spawner. Maybe no other ones, but that's what I do. I basically leave the items. I didn't really care about the items, but there's gold in there as well, which is quite nice. But I've got a load of gold anyways. I eat golden carrots for my food, so it doesn't really matter. So that was that. This right here is actually I'm not sure if I mentioned this actually. I'm not sure if I mentioned this video, but I'm gonna mention it again just in case. I saw an IBX Toy Cat video a few days ago, maybe like 3 or 4 days ago, and it was about this like /replace command or something, or /fill command, and I did that with lava, and I wanted it to be like a lava cast. I underestimated it and ended up like doing the coordinates wrong and ended up doing this. Tried to do it again, and the exact same thing happened right there. That used to be a forest of I'm not sure if it was dark oak or like normal like oak trees. Not really sure, but yeah, I messed that little lake up, which is a shame. This is like a little building I built for my sister. I think my sister kind of planned this out, and I kind of built it for her. It's like a really shitty thing. I'm still gonna leave it because I'm not sure if she wants it destroyed. But if she wants it destroyed, I'll destroy it happily. This area right here is absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely horrible. What? No. Why is it drowned? There was a random... Any more mobs in here? No. Because this was actually a random mob generator thingy. Like, do it in the dark and it sort of generate mobs. But I guess it's just drowned, which is a weird thing. Yeah, this is absolutely horrible. I don't know what the hell that shape is. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah. This area right here, this is a weird staircase. It took me about 10 seconds to go up this thing without falling off. And as you can see, it took me ages what I do, because I made this before the update of the shooting arrows for the tops of these things was as the update. So what I did was, before then, I kind of did this, so I could kind of mine them like that. Like, sort of just mine them, go across, mining them without sort of destroying them and then just sort of losing that sort of thing, if it makes sense, like those items I can't even speak today. Yeah, that's what would happen. That's what I do. So then there's this. I was gonna make this into a huge skyscraper, but I realised it was taking up a load amount of time. It took me about 20 minutes just to get like a stack of like the chorus fruit stuff to smelt into like about 16 blocks of these. So 16 blocks of those every 20 minutes. That's not much. That took me about a couple of days to do that. Like 15 hours in total, maybe. It was absolutely insane. But there's like new floors. There's like this. I think it was going to be a hotel at first, but I don't really know what I'd kind of making of it now. I'm sort of just making it as like maybe a starter house for people. I don't really know. Like each floor is like someone's flat or something. I don't know. That's if you make it an online game. The creative items right here. I built the fence of survival, but creative was the dungeon spawners. If you ever see these dungeon spawners out in the open, apart from if they're in dungeons themselves, like in like mob spawners over there with the things over there, the beacons. Like anything else like that, like these sorts of replaced like these areas and stuff. That's creative item. Just to let you know, there's also a sheep farm there. Over here, there's a wheat farm right here, which mobs keep dropping over the side and breaking, so I've kind of given up on that. And then there's like a sugarcane farm. It looks unfinished because of that staircase, but believe me, it's finished, so it's fine. It's just that I was going to build it higher, but I realised there was no point building it higher because I have all the stuff I need. Level farm, same thing. Looks unfinished, but it's not. In fact, it might be unfinished. I'm not sure because I was going to make nether wall blocks for like to look like lava on the ground to make it look cool, but nah, I kind of just left that. Oh my god, this took me this took me days to do. This took me like 3 days. No, maybe even a week. Because I did a live stream when I was doing all this. And this, even though it's hollow, it took me such a long time to get all the items right here. There's this staircase. And it says, I was gonna sell this. It says, for sale, Woodpecker Mansion. I actually like the name of that. I forgot I named it that. 4 diamonds weekly, so you have to pay 4 diamonds every 7 Minecraft days. So yeah, so in reality that's about you have to pay 4 diamonds every like 3 hours or something, or every 4 hours, which it's not too bad. Inside, I don't know what the hell these vines are doing in here, literally. I don't know how they even grew or spawned in, they just did. I didn't think that was even possible that they did. This area right here was going to be the toilet, but it wasn't going to do that because of the huge windows and stuff. It was going to be a 3-story building, but I thought to do the roof anyways because it's absolutely massive building. It really is. This is just a little area here which just sort of you drop down and yeah. But this was going to be a museum actually. I did actually make it as a museum for every single block in the game, but I kind of just didn't do that. I sort of just forgot about that. This right here, this is actually probably one of my favourite buildings I've made. I'll try to do it that right there, which I'll show you in a minute. This right here is it's like a hotel, like a really nice hotel, and it's really nice actually. It's going to be up to the sky limit and then down to bedrock, but didn't think it was going to be that great, so I kind of stopped it here. And also, this took me about 4 days to make, maybe even 5 days, so it took me quite a while. So each building, as you can see, like these little stone slabs, like stone pillars right here, like these stone areas right here in between. Like that's how wide each house is, as you can see. Oh yeah, this one building is abandoned because I was going to do it as a thing right here. I was going to make it down to bedrock, like I said, but I kind of just abandoned that idea. So this room sort of abandoned at the moment. Then there's like another one right here. I thought I had beds in here, but I guess not. Like you can see, like this right here was this like really nice area right here. And then here, I don't know what this area was going to be for. It's sort of blocked off by the hotel. And I'm sort of just going to like do it like this. It's quite a nice staircase, to be honest. As you can see, it's a really nice building. I built this completely on survival in like 5 days, and it's really cool. The only thing I don't really like is this glass thing with the stairs. That's just unavoidable though. So how many floors is it? Like 6 floors or something, or 7 floors? Maybe 5 floors? Oh, here's the last floor, as you can see. So there we go, and I need to get out now, so I'll now go right the way back down. How long have we been recording? Like maybe an hour now? I don't know, like 30, maybe, what am I doing? Half an hour maybe? I don't really know. Where am I going? Down here, aren't I? I don't know. Yeah. I'm going down. Am I going down? Am I going down? Oh, okay, we're done. And yeah, as you can see, so that's the building. It's quite a large building. That's actually, you have to pay for that. Actually, you need to pay a diamond. You need to pay a diamond every single week, so every single 7 days. For building this, or I think it was like a whole, no, I don't know, what was it? A whole stack of like, no, I think it was like half a stack of like gold ingots or something like that. I don't know, but it was like quite a lot of thing because it was quite an expensive area. So if people have loads of diamonds and stuff to spend on these runs, they can do that, and then they can sort of do that if it was an online game. But it's not. It's a huge staircase as well. I'm starting to get sore throat from just doing that. Here's another one of these like little things. There's like a few more down here. I realised there's something wrong, and that wasn't creative. That was just like a replace command, and as you can see. So yeah, so here, well, I need to fix that. So I'm not sure whether to mine those up for survival or just completely destroy them and just throw them away, because I want to get all of my diamonds and ores and stuff from survival, and that's technically in creative because I did that in creative. So I'm not sure on that. But this right here was just going to be like an underground car park or something. I don't know what I was thinking with this, or some sort of like really cheap hotel. But it's gonna be like I think it's like 10 stories or something, or 12 floors high. It's like really high. So it did take me that long to do actually. It took me about an hour or two, so it's not that bad. Over here is oh yeah, here. This I built this I think at Halloween. I remember this. It reminds me so much of Halloween. Like it's like a church tower, like an unfinished church tower, with the pumpkins and the melons. It feels like it's got a Halloween vibe to it for me, especially when it's stormy and rainy in at night in the game, which is like it's like the best sort of weather, which happens quite rarely. But yeah. By the way, building my pumpkin wall, which I'll show you later in this video. This right here was my first like farm where I would do pumpkins. By the way, the melons are actually off creative. I got literally 1 melon seed. After I got the 1 melon seed, it just grew from there because they sort of multiply after that. And you don't have to do like that. They sort of break them and they sort of grow back extremely quickly. So as you can see, and I've got the tick speed higher as well. So it's like 250 tick speed or whatever. This is a tree farm right here. I've got probably about 120 stacks of like wood here, dark oak wood. This right here is where I put all my fucking dirt. It's absolutely fucking insane. Like how much dirt can you even bloody do? I think I like sorted out like loads of my chests. I think I did like a 25 by 25 like cubed area or something. This was like a little hopper area. I need to kind of don't know what I need to do with those, but this area is abandoned. I don't know what to do with this area, but yeah, here's a spruce area, but I kind of abandoned that. Bamboo forest. I started off with like a few bamboo, right? Like a few pieces of bamboo I got creative. And I ended up getting all this like thing because it was 6 meters up. It's extremely easy to get this stuff and it grows extremely rapidly. As you can see, that was my main thing right here. Yeah, that was all creative, but it's still quite nice. You can burn them quite easily. They're extremely easy to get for me. Not a problem at all if people want to get these items right here if it's an online game. They can just have bamboo as long as they actually replant them. Otherwise, it'll be kicked off the server if they keep disobeying that rule. But here's my main pumpkin farm now, which I'll show you the pumpkin farm in a minute. But I want to be showing you these areas. So this house right here. What do you think is a house? This right here, all the way to here, 2 floors high. Well, it's not really. It's a bit of a complicated house. Like it's literally like the house right here is literally like this. It's a really small house. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Maybe I'll make this as like a place where people who don't have like a home at first can go, and then like beds can be lined up across the walls, and they can just sort of people can be here and stuff. I don't really know, but it's in the chests. Oh, the golden apple. That's nice. Oh yeah. By the way, I found about 2 or 3 notch apples or enchanted apples, whatever people call them, in this world, and they're only about 3 or 4 months apart, and they're all in dungeons, which is really cool because at the time I created this world, they'd already taken the chances. They'd already taken the crafting recipe away from creating notch apples and god apples and stuff, or enchanted apples, because people were doing them as their benefit, and they weren't really doing anything good with them. This right here, I got to say this is fake right here. This is just it's mycelium. This mycelium used to be like this entire area right here, but it just slowly vanished away. So yeah. This right here is absolutely massive. It's insane. This right here is here, pink glass everywhere. The Ender Dragon egg. I'll show you that in a minute. This is where the end goes right here. As you can see, the end egg. I'm not going to touch that because it'll move. It'll be a great pain in the ass to try and get it back. This glass right here. The glass. I don't know what happened with. I don't think I placed it. I think I just kind of forgot about it. This is a hotel or something or whatever, or a flat. Probably the most luxurious building I've made in this world, or any other world you can see. Probably one of the prettiest buildings I've made, probably in the last since I've been playing Minecraft. Here are the rooms. They're not really that expensive. So, what on earth is that? Is that sick? Oh my god, I don't remember doing that. That's absolutely horrible. Wow. My throat's starting to hurt when I'm talking. It's really hurting my throat. Have I missed anything from that area? I don't think I have. Oh yeah, there's this cobblestone structure right here because on 2B2T I'd see, which is actually a Minecraft server, I'd see like these like things right here that look similar to this, and I don't know what they were for. They're actually lava casts that the lava has been drained from, and that's what happened. But yeah, it's just insane. It really is. But this area right here. Oh my god, no! This is a horrible area. This is going to be a suburban area, as you can see. Like a tiny little birch farm. I very rarely use birch. That's why I did that. These are unfinished buildings. These are literally abandoned. If people want to have these and make them do them up, then that's fine. Over here is nothing else really. There's nothing in the chest, but these are finished buildings. They're for sale for extremely cheap prices, in like $1 diamond a month or something. I don't know how cheap they're going to be, but they're extremely cheap. But yeah, here you go. So here's this house right here. It looks extremely bad. It really does look horrible. The roof looks bad. Here it's just, and I don't know why I didn't even do the glass, but it's abandoned. Anyone wants it, they can have it for free. This is just whatever this is. Oh, this is another mob area, spawn cage area, as you can see. I don't know. I think I forgot to break this area right here. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't do that. So there you go. And then over here is just, I don't know why I did this, but this is a creative item thing as well. But I did get a few of the blocks off the top, like literally, I think I did 2 rows of that. This is, I'm sorry, this is fake. I did that with the command. I sort of just I literally just grabbed a few of these items right here, and I need to remove that. I'm sorry. This is basically an experiment world at the moment. This was completely done on itself by itself. It was absolutely perfect on the front. But in the inside, as you can see, it's basically not done. I literally haven't done it at all. I've literally just left it because it's in a different biome, and I just kind of built the outside of it, and the inside doesn't really matter. This is another cornfield, or whatever you call it, or the wheat field. There's loads. I think I might have shown that a minute ago. Right over here, it's insane. I did this with the command as well. Not this entire area. So as you can see, this level right here was this entire area right here was to this level, to about all the way to this area. It's just I did the command here so I could get all the ores up. So this was a command bit, but almost all of this area, apart from that like square area where all the dirt and stuff is and the ores are, all of that area, this area right here, all of that area was done by survival, and no, sorry, on creative, and no, not creative. I think it was on survival. I'm not sure if you said it on creative. I'm getting confused now, but a lot of this stuff was on survival. Just trust me on that. There's no way to even prove it, but just trust me. The pumpkin wall now. I keep calling it melon wall. It's a pumpkin wall. I forgot that this was actually this was a 30 million by 30 million world, right? So, and I thought I was still on the classic version of Minecraft Xbox One edition, right? Which is a 250. I think it's like like a 500 by 500. Pardon me, 500 by 500 block side to side of the world. I was going to do that all the way from the sky limit to the edge of the world, like to have an entire world sort of shut off, but that did not work. I forgot, and then I ended up just abandoning the project. So whenever I want melons, I kind of just either take them off this area right here, or I just kind of get the melons from the melon place over there. There's nothing that's been built over here. I'm starting to get really sore throat from talking. Yeah, that's the original Desert Temple I copied the thing from, and I actually found a thing here. What's it called? First few days of my Minecraft world in this thing, in this world. My first few days in Minecraft on this world, on this seed, I actually found a thingy. What's it right there? What's it called? Fossil. I actually think it might have been 2 fossils joined together because they're like sort of didn't look right. They looked kind of like sucking each other. Like the fossils had sort of overridden each other. As in, what do I talk about? Overridden each other as in, it's not a computer, obviously, because overridden means computer or something, I think. But overridden as in like when the things like sometimes like certain trees and stuff override each other when they spawn in. Like that. That's just I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Also, this area looks nice. That's why I kind of left this thing as it is. But just to let you know, this area right here, this entire area, I actually did with dirt. This entire area because I did that cube, and then there was more dirt that needed to be used, so I did that as this. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to tell you. I need to do on that. That's annoying me, but still. I think that's the entire video. Hope you did enjoy. This is an extremely long time of recording. By the way, I found 2 exposed dungeons right next to each other, as you can see, right here, and I found these on the same day actually, about 5 minutes apart. So I don't know. I thought I'd just say that, but yeah. Hope you did enjoy. If anyone wants to join my server, then let me know, because I might be able to let you have some land or something in this area. So hope you did enjoy, and yeah. Bye guys. Oh yeah, if you ever join my world, just to let you know, never build on this area, this forest, because otherwise you'll be kicked and blocked. So hope you did enjoy, and yeah. Tell me what you thought about this video. If you didn't like it, then yeah, I don't really care. But it's just a video that's entertaining. So I hope you did enjoy. I need to rest my throat up now from talking, because my voice is like it's like it's trying to kill me. So yeah.